Hey guys, I want to talk about some problems I have with open world games today. Mainly that it feels like we're constantly being told where to go, instead of deciding that ourselves. There is no immersion or exploration anymore. The devs give me a marker, tell me go here, do that, and that's it. When I play an open world exploration game, I don't want to be told where to go all the time. Sure, some navigation for the main story is fine, but I want to find things on my own that lead me down unexpected paths to create my story. I don't always want the game to hold my hand. That's where exploration becomes boring and predictable. Take all the Assassin's Creed games for example. They put markers everywhere and tell you where to go. There is no room for true exploration. I want to go into a cave, find something cool, maybe a hidden quest the game didn't tell me about, something I discovered on my own. That kind of moment makes the game feel immersive. It feels like my journey, not just content I'm being guided through. Then, on the way to that quest I found, I noticed other things. Landmarks, secrets, encounters. All of it is a part of my explorations. The dev may have placed it, but I found it. And that's where the difference matters. Because everything from this point, this is my journey and not the dev's journey. So many games today want to shove all the content in your face. They don't let you find anything. For a game to feel immersive and personal, devs need to create quests and content that not everyone will do. Stuff that's hidden, optional, off the beaten path, but still discoverable through good design. That's when it stops being their experience and it becomes mine. But I get it. The devs today are scared. Marketing needs big numbers. This game has this many hours of content, so they make sure every player sees everything. But that makes the world feel so empty and shallow. Take a game like Assassin's Creed again. Beautiful worlds, high graphic fidelity, but when I see a cave or a ruin, I already know what's going to be inside. It's not exciting. It's gonna be a chest, some bandits guarding it, some basic loot. There is no surprise. The rewards are all the same in every place. Some coin, metal, wood. That's not exciting. Rewards needs to be unique. Interesting gear, hidden lore, unexpected stories, or maybe a new side quest that starts from it. That's why games like Elden Ring work so well. In Elden Ring, I might be chasing a boss, and suddenly I see a cliff or a path that goes behind something. The game didn't tell me to check it. I just got curious to go there. And then I find something there, and it's not just a copy and paste asset. It's a unique item, a secret, something meaningful, something that the game hasn't told me to go there, and not all players are gonna find it. That's unique. That's what makes it my experience, and that's why it feels so fulfilling. A lot of modern open world games suffer from repetition. They just reuse old ideas, same locations, same systems. It's like they're saying, you can explore this world, but they've already explored it for you. Exploration has to be more than a tagline. It has to feel like you're finding things that didn't show in your face. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying there shouldn't be any navigation. Games should have a main storyline, a clear path with a strong narrative. But the side content, that's where this discovery should live. It's fine if a new area reveals the map, but don't show me every quest marker right away. If I see 3 quest icons, I'll think, okay, is that all there is here? But if you show me nothing, then I don't know how much is out there, and that uncertainty makes the world feel endless. Even though there's only 2 quests, it feels like there could be more. And even though it's a time-consuming thing, the side content and missions needs to be handcrafted in some way. Because if the side content is just dull and boring, it's gonna make the world feel lifeless and shallow. But good side content actually enriches the entire game, makes the original story feels a lot more immersive. That's why it's so important for open world game to spend a lot of time on all the side content. We all remember the Elder Scrolls classics, Morrowind, Oblivion, and even Skyrim. You go on a main quest and stumble upon things along the way that become entire stories on their own. You found them, the game didn't tell you where they were. That's why Starfield was so disappointing to me. There was so much copy-paste, the same enemies, the same caves, the same loot, nothing unique. I didn't feel curious to explore anymore, I already knew what I was gonna find. And I know Starfield had a huge galaxy and they couldn't handcraft everything, but then they need to find a way to build a system that creates handcrafted content on the planets you visit. There should be unique landmarks, visual cues, and stories that makes each journey feel different. But all that was missing. A lot of this comes from playing it safe. It's like Assassin's Creed. People buy it because they know what to expect. That makes it almost like a FIFA or a Madden game. Same game every year, just reskinned. And then they brag about how much procedural stuff they have. But procedural stuff is easy. It doesn't make the world deeper. It makes it bigger and more empty, and shallow. The last game I played where I felt exploration actually mattered was Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Even though it had quest markers, I still found tons of side content that the game didn't point me toward. There were so many unique places to stumble into, and the side quests, they weren't just go here, kill some bandits and loot a chest. They felt personal and handcrafted, like smaller versions of the main story. That's what makes the world feel alive. That's what makes the main story even better, because you're immersed in the world around it. And here's another hot take. I even felt like the new game The Altars had more exploration than a game like Assassin's Creed or even Hogwarts Legacy. Those games are marketed as open world games and should have exploration, whereas The Altars is not marketed as an open world game. It's a crafting game, survival game. And even it just doesn't even have an open world map, it have different kind of areas. But even though, I feel like there's so much more true exploration in that game because there's so much unknown in it. And I understand that this is not easy, because big companies that create games, they have a lot of pressure from the board to generate money, and they're afraid. They need to project numbers. And how do they project numbers? They make predictable content. That's why I think we're not gonna see these true exploration games from the AAA established studios anymore. I think it's gonna come from smaller companies, indie companies, and that's they're gonna do like their first game in a series that feels really good. Probably it's gonna be unpolished. I'm taking Kingdom Come Deliverance here again. The first game was really good, nice exploration, but it had some janks. And after the success with that one, they got some more capital, but they still stayed true to their vision and then delivered this game, the second one, which has been amazing. I think that game devs needs to start to do content that not everyone will do. They don't need to show every single thing, let people discover it themselves. With good game design, you can make them discover it without adding a marker on a map. I promise you, a game with a lower amount of playtime might feel so much more bigger than a game with more amount of actual playtime. And this kind of wraps up my thoughts about the open world games today, and that I feel like we've lost true sense of exploration, and that the word is being used too lightly in marketing, or just in general what exploration is about and how you make it good. Let me know in the comments what you guys think of this video, and if you have any ideas of what you think about the exploration today, and the last game you played where it was really good, or the last play where you felt like it was not good at all. And yeah, subscribe, leave a thumbs up, it really helps me to stay motivated to keep doing more videos. And enjoy guys, till the next one.